The following program is brought to you by His Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter. Nice.
What it is? Welcome back to the podcast that no one listens to. Fucking welcome back, Jack Hennessy. What's up, buddy?
What's been going on lately?
Oh shit, I don't know, dude. There's been a lot of shit been going on here. Specifically COVID-19 for one.
I've been home from work for I've been home on unemployment for like 8 weeks now. All because some guys decided to eat some bats, so I hope they tasted good.
Oh, dude, I bet they were the best bats in the world, dude. I bet they like came back. They're like, dude, fucking Batman would have fucking loved that shit.
They're all fried. They even have like bat wings, like buffalo wings, like chicken wings.
Is that how that? Well, isn't it like supposed to be like a wet bar or whatever in China? Isn't that like supposed to?
Yeah, the wet markets. That's where they came from. They have like bats and dogs and cats and all kinds of crazy shit.
Who the fuck wants to eat a dog, dude?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to eat like sadistic.
I don't fucking ever want to eat a dog, dude. I fucking love dogs so much.
Yeah, I could never do that. Just a cow and a chicken.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Like a cartoon.
Well, it's just kind of funny how like in our society, a cow and a chicken is like what's acceptable, but obviously
But then
China,
in like India, like a cow's like sacred.
right? And a cow's all sacred in fucking India and shit, dude. Fucking yeah, I don't know, man. It's been crazy. It's been I mean, shit, dude. I feel like I haven't seen you in person in like at least 3 fucking months or something.
Yeah, I think it's actually been since like January or February.
Whoa, no shit.
Cause everything went to shit on March 11th, and I hadn't been going to the stuff in a couple weeks before that, and then it all happened. And it's crazy because I have not gone in a public place besides a park in 8 weeks. It's really weird to think about.
Are you serious? You haven't been to the store or anything?
Yeah, so my work closed on like Sunday, March 22nd, and we went in there and just to take the money out of the registers and go put it in the safe and shit. And then after that day, because like my parents get their groceries delivered and stuff, so I don't even need to go to the store. And like my dad does sometimes, but he just asked me if I need anything. So I've gone nowhere except through drive-throughs and to the park and the hiking trail. That's it.
Shit, dude. At least you're getting out on the hiking trail. I bet that's at least like helping with the anxiety.
Yeah, I would go to the Kawichi Trail a lot because I live by there, but I've kind of stayed away from it the last month because I started seeing fucking rattlesnakes. And I'm like, I don't want to get bit by a rattlesnake with a venomous bite and then have to go to the hospital where there's fucking COVID running rampant. It's just like a double fucking jeopardy.
And you got to stay away from the hospital, dude.
Yeah, they get that tent set up and all that outside.
I was talking to Brandon Allen like a month ago, and he was talking about, he's like, dude, I don't even want to be like he was like walking around on acid one night or some shit. And he was like, man, I stayed the fuck away from Memorial, dude, or Virginia Mason or whatever the fucking corporate bullshit name it is.
Ventilators.
What about it? You kind of cut out.
Ventilators, as Trump says. All those ventilators.
Ventilators. The ventilators are coming. Yeah, come on. So
I've just been hiking and listening to the Jim Cornette podcast. He's a comedic voice of reason in this.
Dude,
He'll talk about wrestling and how sad the state of wrestling is right now. And then he'll go off on like a political tirade and call Trump a felch gargling blunder cunt.
He's comedic gold, dude. He's comedic gold, 100%.
Like I was listening to it today while I was working on my computer, and he's got this one pun or phrase or whatever, and he says it'll look slicker than cum on a gold tooth.
I've heard that one, dude. I've heard it. He's funny, dude.
He is. I'll send you a picture. And he always talks about like his online store, and I checked it out once, and he said, yo, I only got so many figures left, and then when they're gone, they're gonna be gone the rest of the year because I'm not getting any more shipped from China. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta hop on, and he signs it for you and he personalizes it, so then you can type in on the computer what you want him to write, like your name or whatever. And then I said, write my name, and then I said, write something about the Dairy Queen incident, if you know what that is.
Yeah,
you know
no, with Chris. No, when he was in the van, and he like they made that huge order, and they got to the front, and then
and he calls her a cunt and stuff. And so I typed. I said put my name. I said put my name, and then put something about the Dairy Queen incident, and then I get it mailed to my house 2 weeks later or something, and it's signed by him, and then it just says it was Jericho's fault in exclamation points.
Fucking Jericho, dude. That's hilarious, bro. Did you get the call to Cornette calling card or whatever?
No, I didn't get that because he keeps bitching on his podcasts about how, because everybody's home, everybody's online shopping. So he said like his fucking like online orders are like overrun. So he basically closed his store for like 2 weeks to like catch up on them all. And he's like, just don't give me money now for like a month.
You know he's got to be like doing fucking so well if he can't keep up on the amount of orders, dude. I mean,
and then he said he has this like funny like anti-social personality, and he always exaggerates what it's like going to the post office. And he's like, oh, I was wearing a fucking mask, but Peggy Sue, 80-year-old Peggy Sue, had to come get her stamps with the flowers, and she wasn't even wearing a mask. And then he says about how he's gone nowhere during all this time too, except to the post office, and then his wife does the grocery shopping.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what episode, dude. I listen to it every single week, dude.
Yeah, I do.
The drive-in on Mondays, and then
the other one
Fridays.
Yeah, I was listening to it today while I was doing that real estate work.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that episode today, but I have it downloaded on.
Yeah, I just finished the drive-through one today, and I'll listen to the other one over the weekend.
Ah, man, I have so many like options for podcasts that a lot of times like I'll listen to the first like 20 minutes of his podcast typically. Like the drive-in, I listen to basically just the first 20 minutes, and I'll catch a lot of clips online though off his website.
Yeah, I do that too, just because I like those little animations they put on each of them.
Yeah, dude, the animations are really good, dude.
They're really good. There's one where he's talking about Scott Steiner, and someone put like the metal guard thing on him.
Yeah.
You watched a show from beginning to end since you've been stuck at home?
Wrestling wise?
Well, no, like wrestling. I've watched that, but I mean like a show, like a TV show.
I restarted like watching Weeds, and I got like 5 episodes in like 2 weeks ago on a Friday, and like I have like I bought the whole collection off iTunes for like $20, dude. They had it on sale like I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah. And so I started rewatching it, and I got like 5 episodes in. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking download the next like 5 seasons onto my computer, and I haven't even touched it since, dude. So I have like so many Blu-rays that I'm just like I don't know. It's hard to like sit down and watch one thing for a fucking. I guess South Park. I watch a lot of South. I watched season 20, and I've gone through season 21. And within the last 2 years, well, not really 2 years, I guess like a year or so, dude, I bought all of them on DVD. So I have seasons like 1 through 5, 6 through 10, then like, the up to like 22, I think is what I have on DVD. And I've slowly worked my way through watching every single one, even though most of them I already saw like first run on TV. Like I've made my way all the way to season 21 right now. So I just finished the first disc. So I'm almost to season 22 all the way through.
I'm halfway through season 5 of The Sopranos.
See, that's one I have picked up. I've just never I have not gotten to watch it.
You've never watched it at all before?
I have all the seasons on DVD. Like I just picked that up off eBay, dude, for like $15. And so like, I just haven't gotten around. Like I watched like the first episode. I've seen like the first 2-3 episodes, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like it hasn't necessarily caught me 100% to where I'm like, oh shit, like Entourage, dude, that was the shit back in the day, dude. It's like I saw the first episodes and I'm like, oh, I'm hooked.
So it takes like 5 episodes to get hooked, because then it really picks up. The first 3 episodes are kind of an origin thing, but now there's a new podcast where 2 of the cast members are going through each episode and making a podcast talking about it, like behind the scenes, what happened when they filmed that episode and stuff. So I'll probably in like a month, I'll watch it. When I finish this, probably in 2 weeks, take like a month off, and then I'm probably gonna watch it again with each episode of the podcast, listening to that right after. It's called Talking Sopranos.
Dude, I love podcasts like that, dude. Like I've thought about doing shit like that before. I just have never gotten around to like picking out something to watch and like doing the podcast for.
It's kind of like your movie one, kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, they're not watching it with you, right? I mean, they're just giving their
No, they're not
commentary on
watching it with you. Like they just say like, oh, the first episode, the pilot, and then they talk about. I haven't listened to it either, just because I don't want to like pick up in the middle of it, because I'm like, I still have like 30 episodes left, so I want to start over again from the beginning and then go along with it, because I'll probably have plenty of time if I ever go back to work, which I'm fine with, because I'm getting paid more to sit at home than if I was actually working. So I'm like, whenever I do go back, I'm gonna make half as much and actually have to drive to work.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I know, dude. I've been the opposite in the sense, like I still have to get up and like go to work and shit, because like our work's giving us like the capability to like work from home and stuff. But, like dude, from my house here, obviously, like I have to operate off my fucking hotspot, dude. That's how we're connected right now. So I can't run my like work computer off a fucking hotspot. So I still have to like drive into town every day and go to my wife's work, but which is kind of cool because like it's nice hanging out with her. Even though we're in separate offices and shit, like it's like this big clear thing. So like it's all just windows. So I just can fucking see her, and I don't know. It's I don't know. Kids are there during the day too, and it's like I don't know. It's a lot. 24/7, dude. It's a lot.
Watch abortion on Bankston.
I think you were okay. What's up? What'd you say?
Did you watch that abortion as Money in the Bank on Sunday?
I watched it the day after on Monday when I got to work and shit. I watched it while I was working and shit.
The through the building. I mean, I thought he committed manslaughter on live TV, but apparently he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I wanted to believe that he really was gonna kill Rey Mysterio, but now it's your Black. But look,
he only fell 7 feet.
I've actually come to a new respect for Baron Corbin, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, he's a heel that makes you fucking hate him, dude. Like, you legitimately are just like, this guy's a piece of shit. Why is this guy even on my TV?
Yeah,
like,
I hate him.
But like, that's what a heel's supposed to do, dude. He does that in 2020 in a day and age where the heel's still like, the Hulk Hogan cool NWO 96 fucking guy. But like now he's like a forgotten time type, wrestler or whatever.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Did you watch Mania?
I did. I watched pretty much just the main stuff, I watched the Boneyard match, and then I watched the Cena fucking Wyatt. That was pretty cool. You watched AJ Styles get buried in bootcut jeans? That was awesome, dude. I loved it, dude. I thought it was fucking fun.
People like complained about the John Cena thing, but I loved it. It was like the John Cena different. Thing. We're living in different times right now, so you got to think out of the box. Like I know it pisses off traditional wrestling fans and stuff, but what can you do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, dude? I don't know. It's I really liked the John Cena one because like I didn't get it when like because like I don't know, that was definitely one thing like you have to kind of go back and rewatch. You're like, what the fuck was that? I only watched it the one time, but then I listened to some commentary on it, and they were talking about how like the whole NWO. Because at first I didn't really understand the NWO thing. I was like, oh, like they were talking about how like the whole chair thing at WrestleMania 30 or whatever, and like that would have been his like his turn. He would have like they would have had that Austin moment or whatever where they fucking reversed roles and shit. And I didn't get that at first, but like looking back on it, I was like, that's pretty cool because like it's always been that comparison with him and Hogan and shit.
Yeah, I should watch it again. I was watching One Night Stand 2006 the other day.
Dude, I was just thinking about that shit, dude. Fucking that 2005, 2006 pay-per-view, dude. Those were fucking badass.
Yeah, they're both good. Yeah.
I still have them on DVD, dude. I need to pull them out.
I was watching. Do you watch Dark Side of the Ring, or have you heard of it?
Yeah. See every episode this season, bro. I've watched them all, dude.
Yeah, I love that UWF one. Like he died doing what he loved, cocaine and hookers. I wanted to. Hopefully, they got some Herbie cookies on eBay somewhere.
Yeah, dude, you gotta fucking look that shit up.
There's not been a bad. Did you watch the new Road Warriors one?
I did. I watched it, and Dude, fucking, you know Dave Porter, the guy that comes down from the comic book store?
Yeah, Ron's Quinn book guy.
Yeah. He fucking looks like fucking Hawk, dude. Like without his makeup and shit, dude.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah.
They look a lot alike.
And then back in the day, my dad met Animal because they're from Minnesota.
Shit. Oh yeah. I thought about you when they were doing that episode there because they're all like, you know, Minnesota influence. I'm like, fucking
yeah,
Jack
they were all
Hennessy knows what's up.
When they said being raised in the mean streets of southeast Minneapolis, and then how they like worked in the shittiest violent bar in Minneapolis or something like that.
Dude, fuck yeah. Dive bars are the shit, dude.
And then there was the one about Dino Bravo where he basically got assassinated Sopranos mafia style.
I was always interested in Dino Bravo, dude. Dino Bravo was fucking like I always knew it as a kid that he was dead, like, you know, they died and stuff, and it was like, yeah. I don't know. I would rent like old videotapes, like WrestleMania 4. I remember it was like probably like the first time I fucking saw him or something, and I don't know. He was always like I was always intrigued, and then when I learned that he died, I was you know, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That was my first like probably wrestling death where I was like, you know, oh shit, because like, you know, as a wrestling fan, you kind of go through that roller coaster of like, oh shit, you know, my favorite wrestler just died. What the fuck?
And then there was the Chris Benoit one.
That was scary, dude. That was fucking scary.
that was rough when it like showed his house and showed inside of it and stuff, and it interviewed his son for the first time.
Yeah, dude, I feel really bad for him, dude.
I feel like the reaction to this next week's is going to be even crazier than that. Could be even crazier than that one.
Fucking the Owen Hart episode.
There's not a lot of like. They did one documentary I watched on YouTube like years ago, but they don't interview his family or his wife. It's just kind of a backstory of what happened in like the days leading up before that. But it was on like A&E or some shit.
I remember the A&E was like biography, dude. That they used to be like a series that used to run back in the day, dude. I remember back in the day, dude. They did like because like when they premiered that episode, I remember that shit because I was like 11 or 12 or some shit, and like it was like a whole week long. Like they did new episodes for all like a bunch of WWE guys. There was like Andre the Giant, fucking Vince McMahon or some shit, and like then the Owen Hart, you know, tragedy or whatever.
I'm going back to UWF. They got those two pay-per-views they talk about where there's 300 people in the crowd. They're both on YouTube in their entirety. So I was going to watch the Blackjack Brawl when I thought of it. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, no, I think my internet connection is pretty fucking shady on my end. It says I had to use my my Sprint hotspot, dude, so.
Oh, it's okay. But did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you were gonna watch that on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna watch the Blackjack Brawl. All they cared about was his fucking yellow boots.
They look so ugly too. The mustard yellow, dude, looks so bad.
He's like, have you ever heard about that like thing? There's a documentary about it on Netflix called it's about the Fire Festival.
Yeah, I never watched the documentary, but I've heard of it.
Where it's like that like fraudulent music festival that was supposed to happen in like the Bahamas, and then all the people like took planes there, and then there's like a bunch of like leftover FEMA tents when they were promised like these villas. So basically I've been saying that the UWF was like the Fire Festival of wrestling.
Yeah, dude, no, I heard that comparison when they fucking dropped that episode, dude. Fucking yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know, dude. I wish I had that type of money just to like start my own wrestling federation. I was thinking about that shit. I was like, dude, that's like what Yakima needs, dude. Like Yakima, we need to do our own wrestling federation. We just book our own shows, dude.
Bring in Al Snow.
Fuck, dude. That's the first person I'm calling is Al Snow, dude.
I once went to these two tiny obscure wrestling shows in Minnesota, and one of them was at on a video arcade. And they had like a weekly show of this wrestling like locally on the CW. And I turned it on one day when I was there, and it had Al Snow on it for some reason. And that's what thinking of that just brought it to my mind.
Yeah, dude. I love going to professional wrestling shows. I fucking miss going. Like I want to go to like a handful of those Defy shows this year, dude. That was the plan going into the summer. Because they announced like 4 shows. They were going to do another one with Progress. Yeah.
Now there won't be any till next year, probably, if that.
That's the part that makes me like sad, like concerts and stuff. Like I read something the other day and they were all talking about how you can't be like moshing and stuff. It's like, dude, what the fuck, dude? I'm gonna go to a mosh pit, dude.
Yeah. And now I'm reading some shit about how like these people in Yakima tested positive for like the antibodies of the virus from when they were sick in like November. So it could have been around way longer than we
Oh,
thought.
bro.
And,
I got fucking hella sick. I got hella sick in like the week of Thanksgiving, dude. I got super fucking sick because of Brandon Allen. We fucking recorded that. If you go back and listen to in our archives, dude, we do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We did that as like our 1 year anniversary, and we recorded it at our buddy Dustin's house. And Brandon had been up all night on acid, and both him and Dustin were up all night on acid, fucking walking around in the middle of fucking basically winter just about.
And then you get the flu from that because you can't be exposed to cold temperatures.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. It's probably just the flu or whatever. But I mean, dude, like, I don't know. I was like, it was the sickest I'd ever been in a long fucking time, and like, I don't know, like, I was fucking eating like whenever I get sick, dude. I take like whole cloves of garlic. I just fucking chew it up and like I just fucking swallow it, dude. And you do that for like 3 or 4 days, dude. Your body fucking like it comes back pretty decently.
Yeah.
So Brandon was sick for like 2 fucking weeks. He almost died, dude.
Jesus,
I was sick for a solid 3 to 4 days at least.
When I got back from Houston, like I always notice when I go to like things with big crowds, like a concert or something, when you're smashed in with people really close. I mean, wrestling's not like that, but still you're in big crowds. Right. I always feel like when I get home from that after a few days, I feel like I get like a cold. And when I went there, flew from Seattle to Texas, that was right when that first case was in Seattle where they had came back from China. So I was like a little worried, but not really. And then when I came back, I was like sick, but not like you know how when you just have like a sore throat or a cough, but it doesn't affect you, like you're not physically like tired or like feeling ill. It just like, so I wasn't like sick, but I had this horrible weird thing with my like throat for like a week, and sometimes I wonder if that was it or not.
It's fucking possible, dude. I mean, like, it's not like either of us have been tested for it, but
I mean, I don't want to be tested for it. Did you see that video on Twitter a couple weeks ago where that they're like testing that guy and he's sitting down and they damn near have this long Q-tip thing and they have it lodged damn near into his brain? Ugh. Like, I don't want to. And I was like, I saw that. I'm like, I'll stay home the rest of the year if I have to. Then I don't want that shit. I don't want to do that lobotomy shit.
I don't know, man. I definitely don't need a lobotomy, dude. That does not sound fun. I don't know, dude. Like, sometimes I'll like trim my nose hairs, dude, and like you'll go up a little too far, and you're like you get that feeling. You're just like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking. I don't know, dude. It's just like I don't know. I miss going to the movies. I miss going to restaurants. I don't know how the movie industry is going to come back after this, dude. I mean, it's like
drive-ins.
Yeah, right?
I mean, yeah. I just read an article about, you know how like the only Blockbuster that's left in the whole world is in Bend, Oregon?
Yup.
There was an article on that someone shared from Yahoo, and I read how they were like how they have survived Netflix, and now they're surviving, that they're gonna survive this pandemic somehow. I don't know how, but I guess they're like still renting movies out and shit in Bend, Oregon.
We're constantly going around with hand sanitizer and rubbing down our fucking extra copy of the fucking Patriot from 1998.
The fucking 300.
Oh yeah, dude! I remember seeing that shit in theaters, dude. I remember that. That was 2007. It was March 9th, 2007. Yep. I only know that. I remember that because like my dad died on like March 9th, 2006. So it was like exactly 1 year to the day.
1 year.
And we went and saw it. Dude. I got super fucking high. It was fun.
They finally the WWE brought back basketball before the NBA did.
Yeah, I didn't watch that, but
it was pretty bad, but it's fun. It's something you can do. I don't, they keep, ESPN and stuff keeps talking like there's going to be an NFL season and college football, but I do not see that happening at all.
Wouldn't they say baseball was going to be opening up in like July?
They said, but the owners approved that, but like the players didn't. And if they did, they'd do it without fans. But yeah, like ESPN right now, like they're broadcasting Korean baseball league. It's on at like, they're 12 hours ahead or whatever. So the games here are on at like 10 o'clock. Then there's another one that starts at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
And they had like the rerun on during the day, and I watched it for a little bit. And they just
so
have
they're
like
legit playing right now, like legit are playing like their season.
Yeah, they're playing their season without fans in the stadium, and they just put like cardboard cutouts of people in the seats so it looks like a crowd.
Wow. Fucking I guess, yeah, man. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's just weird how fast this happened, dude. It's like this.
Yeah, like it's weird because it was like in January, and it was like, oh, there's one case in Seattle, and the person's all quarantined and locked away, or whatever. And then it was like, oh, then there's a few cases on the East Coast, and then there's a few cases here. I'm like, still doesn't seem like it's too severe. And then like it's funny because when they do the high school state basketball tournament here,
yeah,
the week leading up to that, I was like, I don't think the virus is in Yakima yet, but after this weekend it's gonna be. And sure enough, that's what happened.
Shit, dude. I went out to Seattle. Go ahead.
It was March 11th when the NBA shut down. It was that was when it just all started going bad. And then it was that previous weekend when it was that state basketball tournament. It was like March 8th, 7th, and 8th or something like that. But what were you saying? You went to Seattle and what?
Oh, no, dude. Dude, like that weekend you're talking about, dude, I was in Seattle to go see Doug Stanhope, dude. And everybody's like, I don't know. I was even talking to Brandon. He's like, he was even questioning me going up there. And I'm like, dude, I bought tickets like 4 months ago.
He did 2 shows, and my dad had tickets for him, and my dad didn't go because of that.
Yeah, I went to the Saturday night show.
I'm just like, as sucky as this all is, after I did my Texas trip, I had no plans or no tickets for anything in the imminent future. So it's like, it's I'm not like I'm missing out on too much, being stuck at home.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's pretty decent, dude. At least you're not like out of money. And like same to be said for myself, dude. I didn't like spend any money on shows. Like I was gonna go to that Kill Tony show in Tacoma at the Tacoma Comedy Club. That was like the weekend after I went and saw Doug Stanhope. I wanted to go to that, and then I was gonna go to the Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli, and that was like, I don't know. I think that was supposed to have been like the beginning of April or some shit, dude. And yeah. I didn't buy tickets for him though.
The only thing I was like halfway debating on going was I was watching the Tyson Fury and Wilder fight, which was like 3 weeks before all this started getting crazy. And there was they announced that there was going to be a UFC card in Portland in like April. I was like, I've always wanted to go to UFC, but they don't come to Seattle, Portland. There's never cards here that much. But then, obviously that got postponed. But then the card that was supposed to be in Portland was this past Wednesday night in the empty arena, which they're doing a good job. I actually enjoy that empty arena UFC. Like, it's cool, like, because you can – so Greg Hardy, the football player who's a fighter now, he heard Joe Rogan talking about him, like critiquing him because there's no crowds. Yeah. So then he said, then the next round I switched this up about my style because I could hear him talking about me.
Oh wow! So he's getting like tips from Joe Rogan while like live during the fight.
Like, he's not accurate with his striking, or it was something that had to do with his striking or something, some sort of ability, and he heard him say that. So then, when the round was over, he went and then fixed it up for the next round.
Did he win the fight?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I've heard about. Isn't Greg Hardy? Didn't he like get like suspended from the NFL from like beating up his lady or something?
Kicked out of the NFL because he had cocaine and he like beat up his girlfriend or something.
That seems like a valid, like combination right there, dude. Cocaine and beating up your girlfriend, like they go hand in hand.
They do, yeah.
I don't know, dude. So what else is up, dude? What's up, buddy?
Just been buying too much. I've gone like Sopranos crazy since I started watching it. So I bought like a bunch of posters and shit. I got this lot on eBay and it was like 6 posters and they got like the like vintage HBO like logo and slogan on them.
Oh no shit, cool.
And then I was browsing on eBay, and he hasn't been introduced for as far as you've watched yet, but I found like a prop gun, and it's signed by one of the cast members, and I got that too.
Oh, what? Dude, that's fucking badass, dude.
By Big Pussy, they call him.
I've heard of that character.
He started in organized crime as a cat burglar, so they call him Big Pussy.
I've heard of that character because I always hear that Joey Diaz always gets mistaken for that character.
Oh,
would you want the Sopranos? Would you Big Pussy? He's like, no, I'm fucking Joey Diaz.
Yeah, that does make sense. And then have you heard of the Last Ride, that Undertaker show?
I watched the first episode last Sunday.
And then they got on ESPN, my Dennis Rodman shirt, they got the Michael Jordan show, The Last Dance, which that's like the best thing I've seen all year.
Fuck, that's one thing I haven't seen, dude, because I just, man, I don't have cable, so I don't have.
It's on ESPN Plus, and then they got it's 2 parts. It's 2 hours every Sunday. It's a 10-part documentary, and then the last 2 parts are on TV this coming Sunday. They were supposed to show it in like June to coincide it with the NBA Finals, but because everybody's home right now, they'll be like, the viewership will be through the roof. So then they started it in April instead of June.
I remember I was listening to Seattle, local Seattle radio, like in the beginning of April when they were talking about how they were going to release it early. And like, yeah, it seems like a really fucking good, like, I don't know. I really want to see it. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, it's really good because it's really like crazy behind the scenes stuff. Like my dad doesn't even get too behind like TV shows and stuff, but he loves it. He's like, God, this is so good every week when we watch it. And because like he lived in Chicago the first 3 titles, so like he was there for it. And then he told me he was like driving on the highway once, and a white Porsche, drove past him in the other lane, and the license plate said like Fly 23 or something like that. And then he looked over and it was Michael Jordan. And then there's a scene in the documentary where they're getting off the plane and getting into their cars, and he drives away in a white Porsche.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Did your dad just like flip up, what's up, deuces?
Or something. He probably did.
I saw some picture online today. Some like kid was like, I don't even know if it was a kid. It's probably a fucking grown-ass adult. But they're like flipping off like I don't know. It could have been photoshopped, I guess. But it was a picture
of Trump in the blacked out. Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, he was in Pennsylvania doing some stupid speaking shit today, but just blowing more smoke out of his ass like he does every day.
He's like, fuck Joe Biden. I'm going to get out here amongst the people. Fuck COVID. I'm just going to fucking do speeches.
It's just going to disappear. It's just going to go away. It's just going to go away, or inject ourselves with antibacterial.
Right? I don't know. Are you going to, oh man, I don't know, dude. It's just, they're all talking about like forced vaccinations. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to let you inject me with something. There's a few years I didn't get a flu vaccine, but I get that. I never get the flu vaccine, dude. I don't get fucking vaccines, bro. I got a fucking tetanus shot like a year ago. That was like the last.
Yeah, I got a tetanus shot. I got a tetanus shot when I was a little kid because I like was playing and I like fell into some barbed wire, and barbed wire is dirty and old, so you could get lockjaw. So I got a tetanus shot from way back then.
Yeah, that's scary, dude. Falling into some like rusty ass barbed wire, dude. That's fucking.
Yeah, because I used to live like right next to because I used to live in like a newer development in West Valley when I first lived here, and right next to it was an empty lot, and it's all houses now. But at the time, it was an empty lot, and there was a barbed wire fence around it, and we like hit the baseball over it. And then what we used to do was we'd like climb over carefully to get it, and I kind of like slipped and fell, and I got caught on the barbed wire. So I had to get
Yeah, I had I had to get a tetanus shot in like 2008 because I was at work, and my fucking like, so we were breaking down these boxes like for these like this new equipment that fucking came in, and I ended up like stepping like on the fucking box, like my fucking foot went straight basically I stepped right on a fucking nail, and it went fucking into my foot. Like not as bad as you would think, but like luckily it was like new equipment, so it wasn't like a rusty ass nail or anything. But I had to go to the fucking doctor, and I got a tetanus shot then. And then I went to the doctor like 2 years. Yeah, it was about a year or two ago. And like, it was about a year ago. And it was my first time going to the doctor in a while. And so like, yeah, he's like, oh yeah, you're due for your tetanus shot. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm due for a tetanus shot. So that shit fucking hurts so bad, dude. Cause it's like, it hurts like that. Getting the shot doesn't hurt at all. But like your arm for those fucking
So,
days after, fucking
yeah.
horrible, dude.
I even hate getting blood tests because I have like a condition on my like liver and my intestine, so I have to get tested. Just get a blood test every year to make sure it's like normal and
Right.
the enzyme count isn't too high or too low. So like every time I do it, like I just hate the scent, like the feeling of a needle or just seeing one, and I always just like tense up and I get like really red. I just go like just to get it over with, and then like I was getting really, like, my face was getting really red the last time I did it, which was in like February. And the lady doing it was like, "Oh, you're getting really red. Are you okay over there?" And then the other like nurse lady was like, "Oh, it's okay if he's getting red. We only need to panic when he's getting a little pale."
Oh no. Like you said, it's like your blood pressure is probably like going through fucking through the roof, you know?
And then they like, you look over when they're done and they pump like 3 things of these tubes, like this big,
Yeah.
full of your blood. It's crazy. And then speaking of work accidents, it reminded me of when I worked at the grocery store and I worked in the produce and we had the razors to cut open boxes. And I was like my first time using a razor and I was like cutting open the box, but I had the blade flip the other way. So I like just slashed my thumb.
Ugh.
This thumb. But I didn't. I just bandaged the hell out of it. I'd have to get stitches. So,
That's
I
good.
mean, maybe I should, but there's not even like a scar for it now.
Yeah, dude. I my nose, I got a fucking scar right here, dude, because when I was like a fucking little kid, I was on my bunk bed and I was up on the ladder and like I don't know, because like the bunk bed has a connection like on the side where it connects to the metal railing. And like, I don't know, I was like fucking around. I was on the opposite end and I had the ladder up there. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna climb up because like I'm all, like just seeing WrestleMania 10 or some shit, Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. And like so I'm up there and then all of a sudden it just falls. Like I just, like it just starts losing and I'm fucking going down. My face just like planted right on the ladder. And so I got a permanent scar like right there where I had to get stitches. Like,
you're like
the only time I ever had stitches.
You're like Joey Mercury in 2007.
Pretty much, dude.
When the ladder, he jumped on the ladder. Fucking, if you've seen that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Armageddon, dude.
Yeah, it was 2007. Yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, I could remember
Yeah.
it was like New Year's Revolution or something.
I always liked the SmackDown pay-per-view in December, dude. It was always because it was Armageddon for SmackDown, and then New Year's resolution was the Raw pay-per-view in like January, December or whatever.
When Edge cashed in.
Yeah. Fuck New Year's Revolution, dude. That was a shitty pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, I've just watched it. So like before the network, when Netflix, like, I don't know, maybe they still do it, but like, how Netflix originally started when they like you would rent DVDs by mail.
Yep.
Like I used to rent old pay-per-views I hadn't seen before, with that because they weren't all like you couldn't all rent them at Blockbuster, and I rented that one, and I thought it was fucking garbage, all of it. I mean, except when Edge wins at the end. Other than that, it's all fucking garbage.
It's like fuck this elimination chamber.
Yeah,
John Cena, you piece of shit.
Well, what about the December to Dismember one where it was an extreme elimination chamber, but they only used one garbage can and one stick or something?
Bobby Lashley came out victorious, bro.
I've been playing Grand Theft Auto, just running around with a hammer like I'm fucking Gallagher.
That's fucking Grand Theft Auto, dude. I fucking love that game.
I mean, I don't. There's when I've learned more about Sopranos is they had a PlayStation 2 game in like 2006. And I'm like, that's really cool. But then I looked up the gameplay video and I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's like some GTA shit where you can like switch between the characters. But it's literally like just a bunch of mini games with no story.
That's kind of fucking lame.
Like the cover looks cool and everything. And then I watch the gameplay. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy this for $10 to give it a spin.
Did you ever play the Godfather game back in the day? Like when it was on like Xbox?
No, I used to always see it, but I never did.
I never played it either. I don't know.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love my favorite like game. I love Mafia 2 on PS3. Like that one's cool. Mafia 3, I tried playing it while I've been stuck at home, but it's just like it's boring. Like Mafia 2, you're like a legit 1950s Italian mobster, and they have it on the PlayStation Store for PS4, but it's like $100. So it's like
$100 for that.
Yeah, like, have you seen that? Like they have like the original Red Dead on the PlayStation Store Red Dead Revolver, it was called, and it's
Yeah, I remember that.
$100. It's $100 for a fucking PlayStation 2 game.
What the fuck do they get off charging that fucking much for a digital download, dude? Those
Yeah,
fucking
'cause
assholes.
you can go on eBay right now. I'll go on eBay right now and see how much I can get that game for. I bet I can go in for less than $30. Let me see here.
I think your like video just like turned out.
Yeah, because I went off I just went to look at eBay. But it was
Oh yeah. Oh, it does that. Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was I can get Red Dead Revolver for $6 on eBay.
Yeah, dude, eBay's the
So, like,
shit, bro. I love eBay.
Like, why would you? But then that's the only way you can play it on PS4. Because if you don't have your PS3 or PS2 anymore, I don't get why PS2 is not cross compatible. They just probably wanted to make more money or some shit.
Well, supposedly the PS5 is gonna like be able to play like every single fucking
Even
game.
PlayStation 1.
Supposedly, I mean that's everything I've heard. But I mean, watch they're gonna come out with it and just be like, yeah, well, just PS5 and PS4 games.
Because isn't Xbox One cross compatible with Xbox 360?
Yeah, it is. My kid
Yeah.
has the Xbox One. I'm not
Yeah, I
really
don't get
well versed in it.
Because like the only PS2 game I bought for PS4 on the store was Bully. Have you ever played that?
No, dude, but I just saw Angry Video Game Nerd just like released some video or something like the last like.
Yeah,
week or
that's
so
a
about
fun.
that.
Like that's a timeless. To me, that's a timeless classic. Like it's just fun. Like you can you're literally a bully. Like you go to like this academy for like troubled youth or whatever, and it's like where you have to wear like a school uniform and shit, and then you can like give kids swirlies, and then like the principals start chasing after you,
That's
and then you can like
cool.
And then you can like grab the principal and give him a swirly.
Dude, I always remember seeing that game at like Walmart, and I always thought the guy like looked like fucking Bobby Hill or whatever.
He totally does. Yeah, I remember I bought it. Like I still have it for PlayStation 2, the physical copy somewhere. But I remember I bought it at Walmart, I think, for like $10. But it was cool. And supposedly they're coming out with a new one, but I don't know.
Damn, dude, I underestimated that game because I always saw that cover and I was like, it looks fucking like bully, okay. Like I don't know, like. I just I don't know. That sounds like the concept. Like now that you actually explained to me what the game is, like it sounds like really fun.
And then, have you ever played LA Noire?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's like I bought it as another like cheap game because they were having a deal on the PlayStation Store, and I bought that. And like I thought it was like
Chinatown or something, dude. Like
I thought it was like a mobster game, but instead of being the guy who shoots people and is the criminal, you're a cop. And you have to like learn to like interrogate people properly and shit, and then look for clues.
Stupid.
Like I tried playing, I'm like, this is kind of cool, but not really, because it's like, where's the thrill of shooting people and chasing people and shit? Instead of I'm sitting here with a guy interrogating him. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you gotta do it by the books, Jack. You gotta do it by the books.
Yeah. It's the justice system. You got to say that Law and Order thing where these are their stories or whatever.
It's like they make you write a fucking essay in the game, dude. It's like you gotta do book work in the game, dude. So you gotta like guide the guy's hand.
I already deleted it off my PlayStation, so I'm not going back to it. Well, I can re-download it, but
it sounds fucking stupid.
It was stupid. And then, yeah, right now I'm just playing Grand Theft Auto. Like last couple weeks, I've just been playing Grand Theft Auto and UFC and Madden a little bit. But UFC is really cool. It's only like $8 on the PlayStation Store. It's like the game from like 2018, but it's cool.
I have UFC 2. I think that's the one that I have.
Yeah, I had the first one for PS3, and then I hadn't played any since this PS4.
Is that the one with Brock Lesnar on the cover?
The one I have? I think it has McGregor and a girl on the cover.
Well, it's McGregor and Ronda Rousey, right? That's the one I have, that one. And then for the PS3, I had one that had like Brock Lesnar on it.
Yeah, that was because there was UFC Undisputed 2009, and then there was UFC Undisputed 2010, and the 2010 one was the one with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Dude, that game was fun, dude. I always love UFC games.
This one, I finally learned how to do submissions and stuff, but that one, I was young, so like I wasn't very like – I didn't want to learn the technical shit. I just wanted to fight. So me and my brother would play that, and we just fucking punch each other the whole time.
Dude – I don't know, man. Video games are so much fucking fun, dude. Like, I've been going back and playing some old Nintendo games. I introduced my kid to Top Gun. I showed him the movie, And he's like, oh, I want to be fucking Maverick, dude. I want to be fucking Maverick. I want to fly a fucking jet. And so like I showed him the movie, and then like we played the Nintendo game, and like he got to like the second level. I give him credit. And then we played the sequel, and I think the sequel is a little bit far more superior than the original. But obviously in the original, it's like you can't land the fucking thing, dude. I laughed so hard watching him try to do that, dude. I'm like,
what, land a plane?
Yeah, because like the whole thing is like you're like, you know, you basically you go through and you're like shooting down some shit, and it's pretty fun. But then at the end, like, you know, you're supposed to land on a fucking you know, one of those fucking boats on
Runway.
fucking runway boats. And yeah, dude, but like it's fucking damn near impossible to actually do it. And I remember back in the day, dude, in like '96 playing that shit on Nintendo. And my dad, dude, my dad was a huge fucking Top Gun fan, dude. Like as a kid, dude, I would get Christmas presents. I got fucking Days of Thunder, Top Gun, fucking Mission Impossible, dude. It was like all those '90s Tom Cruise films, dude.
All those Tom Cruise films.
He bought that shit for me for Christmas and whatnot. And but yeah, no, dude, it's a really hard game.
You got any of the WCW games for Nintendo?
I played the first time I ever played a WCW game on a Nintendo was the Super Nintendo one. And that was actually my dad taking me to like Blockbuster and seeing it. It was like, oh, Super Brawl or some shit. And it was pretty
Super
fun.
Brawl
like
Revenge.
Yeah. And like it was just as fun as like the WWF ones that were released on the Super Nintendo and Sega at the time. Because those games, like, I don't know, that's what I initially like played when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I thought they were still fun. I got pretty good at them and shit. And but then yeah, obviously Nintendo 64 drops, dude. Yeah, like NWO, and I do have on my 64. I do own WCW, NWO Revenge, and World Tour.
You hear they scrapped WWE 2K?
I heard that. Well, after 20, dude, they should, dude. That I hear that thing was an abominable piece of shit.
I haven't played that game. I haven't bought it since 2K16 because it's just like I bought 15. And then I bought 16, and I was like, because I was like out of wrestling for like a year and a half, so I never played like 13 or 14. But then I bought 15, and then I bought 16, and they were the same fucking game. It's like there's nothing to it. Like there's nothing like complex about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like at least the SmackDown versus Raw is like you had those cool like storylines and shit, but like now there's just nothing to them as far as I know.
It's like Madden, dude, or like any other. It's just like you
Madden's
get it basically just for the updated
game.
roster.
Madden's been the same game for like 8 years. It felt like with Madden because I've been playing
It's been
Madden
the same for like 15 years, dude.
It's like I to an extent I agree, but like I've been playing Madden. I mean, I haven't played the last few because I didn't play video games, but then I've been playing this one. But I've been playing Madden since the Sean Alexander one, that one.
07.
And it felt like every few years there was one that really stuck out as opposed to that one. And that was one. Well, maybe that one because it was so new to me. And then it was Madden 12 just felt really like new and different. And then from there, it just felt the same every year.
Is that the one with Drew Brees?
Madden 12. No, Madden 12 had it had fucking Peyton Hillis on the cover, that Browns guy.
One. Okay, yeah. Okay,
but I got the Hall of Fame edition for $100, and it came with a Marshall Faulk autograph.
Dude, that's fucking sweet. Marshall Faulk fucking autograph, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The Sean Alexander one, dude, I rebought that on for my original Xbox because I had it on the PS2 originally when it first came out. Mm-hmm. And like I remember 08 standing out, the one with was it Vince Young?
Vince Young, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one standing out as a pretty fun version because I've been playing it since like 03, dude. Like back in the day, dude. Like even
NFL Quarterback Club.
I remember that, dude. I don't know if I had a copy when I was a kid, but I know eventually, like as like an adult, like picking up a copy of that, you know, back in the day, dude, for the Sega.
And then there was a 2K game for a while, and apparently they're bringing it back.
Yeah, I have that shit on my Xbox, dude. Yeah,
and then for a while it was called ESPN. What?
The one with Terrell Owens on the cover.
Yeah, and then I had one with like Warren Sapp on the cover when it was called ESPN Football.
Dude, that I know the 2K one with Terrell Owens on there, dude. That one was cool because like you do first person mode, like playing the games and shit, dude. Like that.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
And then there used to be those other sports games made by that company called 989 Sports back in the day. You remember that?
I don't remember that one.
They had NBA shootout, and they had NFL game day.
Yeah, I remember.
Those I liked those ones. Like I remember I was always playing NBA Live, and then I rented NBA Shootout, and it just felt so like cool and like different to me. Like when I was a kid, I used to buy both NBA games. I'd buy NBA Live and NBA 2K, like because I loved things about both of them. Like one had like the All-Star Weekend mode, and one had something else.
Dude, basketball games I've always been really bad at, dude. Because like it's like basketball is like the one sport like I haven't really like studied too much in terms of like what the offense and the defense really is, like truly like how to run like a a play or whatever. And I just picked up NBA 2K20 though, I don't know if it was the Hall of Fame edition, but it had what's his name, Dwayne Wade.
Wade.
Yeah. So they had that on sale on the PS4 network for like $30, dude. So I picked up a copy because I have a copy of it already on my Switch. And I got that on discount too. But like but the 2K on the PS4, dude, I was like, fucking might as well, dude. But like I played it a little bit, but like I don't know. Everyone said this game's like horrible compared to other years, which I kind of see why now. But I like doing the like my player mode where you can like go play guys online on like the rec league thing. And then and did you ever play the arena football games for PlayStation 2? I never played I know which one you're talking about, but I never did play that, but I did play like Blitz or whatever. No, was it which one was the one?
Blitz is cool. Arena football, those games were cool because like the field's small and they got like the barricades, so like you could tackle a guy and you could fucking plow him over the barricade.
That's fucking badass, dude.
And there's supposed to be that arena football team here, but that's obviously not happening now.
I was literally just gonna bring that up, dude. I was like, I remember, weren't we supposed to get an arena football back this year?
Yeah, I was excited. I'm like, I don't know. I just like to go to any sport where it's like semi-pro, and like the Sun Kings and stuff. And then they, then this happens. So yeah.
No, dude, it's always fucking fun going to any sort of sports game, dude. Whether it be like minor league hockey, like that was always my thing, dude. Like I've been going to the Americans games for the last couple of years. Like so much fun, dude.
I've been playing NHL 20 a little bit too. I know that was on sale on the PlayStation Store, and I kept sucking at the game. And then I learned how to slap shot, and then I've been scoring 18 fucking goals a game.
That's how you
do it. But it's like broken, like whatever, like the server or something's broken because I always try to play my friend on the East Coast online, and it doesn't let you go past a certain screens.
Keep going, dude. I'm gonna step away for a sec. All right, I'm back, dude. You gotta keep it going, dude. You gotta be like, oh shit, dead fucking air. And my dogs are in the other room, dude, and they're all fucking just been going off the whole fucking time. So I'll be like, quiet. I'm doing a fucking podcast with Jack Hennessy, motherfucker.
You have one or two dogs?
2 dogs. We're watching my sister-in-law's dog right now. So and she's like 9 years old. So she's all old and shit, dude. So she's all like anything that comes through our fucking driveway right now, it's just like fucking bah, 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 bah.
I live on a private road, so like there's 3 houses, so you never hear anything. So,
I love private roads, dude.
I moved from where you picked me up that one time. My dad moved to this house that's like on top of the hill by where like the vet is in Kawichi.
That's where I take my dog to. I take my dog there.
Yeah, you turn. So where you're going down that hill, you turn right. And then you basically just make this big loop all the way up this hill, and I live at the top of that hill now, like in the middle of these orchards.
That's the best fucking area to live, dude. Is like out in the fucking valley, or out in the fucking valley.
Yeah, it's like it feels weird sometimes, but like it's the best place to be right now because I ain't surrounded by no people. Like there's no way the coronavirus is in the air up here.
Yeah, dude, I was like walking out of my brother-in-law's like back porch the other day, and they just moved back into town, and like I looked around, dude, because like I'm so used to living out in the country too now, dude, and like I look around, there's like 5 or 6 fucking houses. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, like I still get it because like I'm still used to that though because I live at my mom's too. I spend a few days a week at each place, so she still lives in a neighborhood off Washington, so I'm not completely used to either of them. Well, I mean, I lived in a neighborhood my whole life besides this house, so.
Right. I know I've always lived in town, but it seems like every time for the most part, whenever I've moved, at least as an adult, dude, I've always moved further out in West Valley.
Yeah.
Like further out of Yakima.
Yeah, because I used to live on Tieton, and then I lived different place on Tieton by like the fire station, and then I moved to the house where you picked me up from that one time, and then my dad moved way out here, so I've always lived in a neighborhood too.
Yeah, I live, dude, like probably around where you live, dude. Honestly, dude, over by the fire department over there, fucking off Tieton or whatever.
Yeah.
What the fuck was it, dude? Like, I don't know. There's like new development. I forget the fucking like Willowbrook or some shit. I forget the fucking name of it.
Yeah, I live like on the turn. If you're going towards, if you're going like towards like the golf course, it's like the first left turn after the fire station. It was that West Valley Country Club neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's good shit, dude. It's good shit. I want to fucking do you ever go golfing?
Not in a while, no, but I think Apple Tree's open. I've seen people on Snapchat.
They are. I drive by it driving up to my house here from Autanum.
And it's open?
Yeah, it's fucking open, dude. I think all golf courses are open, dude, because like fuck, dude, I got I actually have like a bunch of free passes for like sun tides, dude. And like,
oh, really? Being that cheese? So if you go the opposite way, like there's two ways of getting into town from where this hill. There's that some of you way by the vet, and there's another way down this canyon, and it takes you out to like where Fred Meyer is, and that's right where Suntides is.
Dude, yeah, I had like the last time I fucking found out about that place, that like road, it was like my friend Josh, dude, he got fucking, well, we were all drinking, and we had to go get like food and shit, and we ended up getting more beer and stuff. And we took that road, dude. It was just like fucking, we were just driving all fast and shit. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's not a road to go on in the winter. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think it was like, I don't know. I think it was like January or something. We recorded a podcast that night. Like, I remember that, dude. We got hella fucking wet.
There's like the guardrail, like overlooking that canyon and stuff.
Yeah. No, I know what road you're talking about, dude. It's so cool though with Yakima. And I'm sure it is like in most areas, dude. But like just learning the back roads, you know, like there's this road called Slavin.
Sure.
I drive.
Yeah, that's like way out there, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. Well, I live out in North Fork right now, dude, because our house is getting remodeled. And so like I fucking whenever I come to my house, dude, it's like a straight up back way up off Slavin, dude. Like I go up that way, it takes me to Fisk, and I'm just like, dude, it's like the coolest shit. I'm like, I don't even have to go through town, you know. It's like smoke weed on the ride home and shit.
In a way, yeah. Well, if you take the freeway from like where I work at the mall, it takes you to, you know, going up that back hill as well. So
yeah. Fucking Yakima's crazy, dude. I don't know. People talk shit about Yakima all the time, but like, I don't know. For the most part, dude, I really enjoy living here. It's a decent place.
It's a simple place. It's not too great right now. People know how to act with this shit. They won't just stay home.
Stay home,
my friend's sister lives in Brooklyn, New York, and she's visiting here right now, I guess. And she said she feels safer in New York City than here right now.
No shit, really?
Because honestly, like New York's getting ready to like open up shit, and we just had 64 brand new cases here yesterday. So yeah.
Fuck, dude. It's crazy out there, Jack. It's crazy.
It is. That's why you gotta stay home, wear a mask, all that shit.
Shit.
The fucking, it can travel through 2 aisles of a grocery store, one sneeze.
Yeah, man. Gotta build your immune system up, dude. Take some vitamin C.
I take my vitamins every day. I stay hydrated, all that.
Hell yeah. Do some push-ups.
I do. I've been doing these these free home MMA workouts every day.
Oh, that's what's
really
up.
Makes you sweat. Yeah, it tires you out, which is good. That makes you less anxious, less freaked out about stuff.
That's what I've been doing too, dude. I just been doing my own home workouts. Like I just like lift weights because I have like this 135-pound like dumbbell. So I do like, you know, curls. I push up with it, and then I do like from the side, and then I do push-ups, and then I do like squats. So
I do like this thing. It's like you got like a coach like telling you what to do. Like he's doing the workout with you, and it's just a bunch of like kicks and punches and stuff. But then you do like crab leg stuff on the ground and stuff.
Crab leg shit's the worst, dude. That shit worries you out.
Learn how to like, You learn how to, like, if you were in an MMA fight, you learn how to, like, basically counter a takedown.
Yeah, dude. I did MMA training for like 2 practices, and it was some of the funnest shit I ever did, dude.
My coworker, apparently he was on the Ultimate Fighter, but he's an MMA fighter. Like, he's fought at Legends. He's fought in.
Was that Julian Rosa or whatever?
What?
Was it Julian like a Rosa or whatever?
Nah, his name's Sharon.
Sharon. No shit.
Yeah, but he's fought in Seattle casinos, Coeur d'Alene casinos. Like, he's fought in like Chicago. Here, he fought at Legends in February or January. No, it was beginning of February against some guy that's on like Roy Jones Jr.'s fight team.
No shit, dude. That's fucking badass.
I asked him, like, what does it feel like to get kneed in the head?
What'd he say?
I've been punched in the face one time in my life, and I don't want it to happen again, let alone being punched in the face 500 times and having to keep on your feet.
Oh, dude, I would imagine that anxiety though, like when you're going into it, dude, like it's like a tap, dude. You're not even like feeling it.
You should have seen the main event of the UFC on Wednesday night. The guy was done for in the second fucking round, and his corner wouldn't throw the towel, and the ref wouldn't stop it. And I think it ended in the 4th round. From the second round on, he was just on the ground getting pounded. He lost a fucking tooth, and the ref still wouldn't fucking stop it.
Well, the mass has been starved for entertainment for so long. They're like, we're gonna let this one go out.
Just we'll pick up his corpse when it's done. We've been starving for sports for live sports for 2 months.
Right.
If he dies, if he dies, he dies. You know.
He dies, dude. 100%, dude. Well, Jack Hennessy, I want to thank you so much for coming on the fucking podcast. I know it listens to you, sir.
What?
I said I want to thank you.
I didn't hear that. I heard that part. I didn't hear the second part.
I said I want to thank you for coming on the podcast, dude.
Absolutely. Anytime.
100%, dude. Well, I know we're in slim times right now, but is there any final thoughts, any final plugs that you want to throw up?
No, right now, just stay home, idiots, because you ain't missing nothing, so we can flatten the curve. Watch Sopranos. It's free on the HBO streaming app right now. That'll keep you entertained.
Yeah, motherfuckers, it's fucking free. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for Kevin Porter, I'm Kevin Porter for Jack Hennessy. I'll fucking see you guys next time. Peace.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.